Master Merric, where are you? Friend, your timely arrival gives me hope that the sands of disaster can finally be turned. The Fighters Guild is under assault. 4 guild halls have already fallen, and now Guildmaster Merric has disappeared. We need to find him before all is lost. No one has claimed credit for the attacks, and evidence has been lacking. It makes no sense. Still, I expect more and more attacks at any time. Without Master Merric, our guild could fall. It's our biggest crisis since the plane meld. Just that. I was supposed to meet him here, but he never arrived. Most of the guild is securing the remaining halls, but with you here, we can track down the guildmaster and stop these attacks. The guild needs you, comrade. Will you answer the call? I've received conflicting reports from trusted guild scouts. Merric has supposedly been sighted in Malabal Tor, Northern Alakir Desert, and East March. Obviously, he can't be everywhere. Choose a location to investigate and meet the scout there. Merric is many things, but mage is not one of them. I trust the scouts, but he could not be in 3 distant places at the same time. I need you to make your best guess. Pick a location and see if you can find our missing guildmaster. I appreciate that. With Merric missing, I need to coordinate the defense of the guild halls, analyze scouting reports, and try to learn more about our attackers. Just know the compensation we offer is fair and equitable. Your aid will be rewarded. A guild scout says Merric was spotted outside Windhelm, a place of snow and ice, and Merric hates the cold. Still, if some clue pointed here, he wouldn't let a little weather stop him. Do you think Merric searches for our enemy in East March? Weemy is a fast and faithful mount. She can get you to the location quickly. I'll send word to the guild scout. They'll meet you and help you search for Merric. Then they can get word back to me while I follow up with the other reports. Good luck. I would be surprised if you didn't, comrade. What can I tell you, bearing in mind that our understanding of the facts is incomplete at best? After the events in the Alakir Desert and the plane meld crisis, my father, King Faharajad, thought I should learn more about the wider world. Preparation for one day ruling in his stead, I suppose. So I joined the Fighters Guild. They fought well during the plane meld crisis, and they do not take sides in the ongoing alliance war. Where better to hone my skills and learn about the world? Guildmaster Merric took me under his wing. He is like a second father to me. I respect Guildmaster Merric and care about all my guild comrades. Merric is a hard taskmaster, but he is fair and honorable. He's taught me many and many things. It did not feel right to leave him, but he gave me a task and I had to complete it. As I understand it, he hasn't changed much since becoming Guildmaster. I know he has mixed feelings about how he got the position, but he's been a shining example for the guild. There's no one I'd rather serve, no one I'd rather learn from. We were following up on the attacks, but not getting very far. He sent me to file a report with the guild. Then I was supposed to meet him here. He never arrived. When I informed the guild of the situation, the scouting reports started coming in. Devastatingly brutal affairs, and thorough. Not a single survivor. And we only found the remains of guild members. The attackers must take their dead, or they strike so fast that no one can react. But how were they able to get past the defenses? Guild halls are well defended. They're filled with some of the best fighters in all of Tamriel. Assaults at the entrances would create damage, but there's no evidence of such. It's like they walked right in and suddenly attacked from deep inside. Guildmaster Merric and I were trying to figure that out. I can only assume that he discovered something and followed after it, which is why he isn't here. Something so urgent, he could leave no note. We need to find Merric and get some answers.
Hey, the prince sent you? Let's talk. That little Prince Azah never mentioned he was sending you to meet me. How the tusk have you been, pal? And no, hold that thought. We got work to do. Guild Scout, Bruiser, and General Pain in the Arse. At least that's what Merric calls me. While most of the guilds settled in to defend the remaining guild halls, I volunteered to stay in the field. I was looking into the attacks on the Fighters Guild when word reached me that the little prince had lost our guildmaster. When I heard rumors that someone who matched Merric's description was in the area, I sent my report and started to investigate. Trappers warming themselves in a Windhelm tavern claimed to see someone who looked like Merric out this way. Said he was intense, like a man on a mission. I got this far and decided to wait for you. The trail leads east. So that's where we're going. Nothing wrong with that. It's healthy even. I met a healer once who said that bottling up your emotions gives you worms. Or was it dark humors? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I hit him when he tried to put a swamp jelly on my head. Oh, you know, a little of this, a bit of that. Mostly been working with the Fighters Guild. Merric's a good leader and there's always something to fight. It's in the name, after all. But these attacks... someone's definitely out to destroy the guild. Yeah! That trap on the ground looks familiar. Check it out. Yup, that's one of Merric's, all right. Uses them when he's too busy to stop at a proper inn. Let's keep going. That camp looks promising. See what those papers are all about.
You gonna share? Just kidding, I wouldn't either.
Merric went after the enemy by himself? That spot on the map. It's north of here. Yeah!
You there. I could use some help.
How about you tell my friend what happened here? Tread carefully, pal.
Building up a stash? Good thinking.
That Fighters Guild warrior was a storm of fury. Left me alive so I could tell some prince what happened here. But neither of you looks much like a prince to me. Revenge happened. We misjudged the guildmaster's skill and his anger. He let me live when I renounced the Order of the Black Worm. What you call the Worm Cult made me swear to tell Prince Azah everything I know. I don't think so. Not quite yet. My pain is great. Get me something to ease my suffering. Then, I'll share what I know. Not a prince, but a jester? You do make a good point, though. Life in the Order involves lies and dark secrets. I no longer wish to walk that path. but I still need something for this pain. The information I possess must be worth at least that. You're right. No better time to change than now. The Order of the Black Worm has risen from the ashes of defeat to take vengeance. First on the Fighters Guild, then the Mages Guild, then all of Tamriel. I told him that our leader, Mazama, had business with Magister Andrello at the Cold Moon Inn in Windhelm, but he left before I could tell him the rest. We have a new weapon. I don't know any details, but Mazama called it a Soul Reaper.
This little worm claims he's renounced his evil ways. Guess I won't gut him like I planned. No Merric yet, but feels like we're getting closer. Go over what we just learned. The damn worm cult is really back. I thought they scattered after we stopped the plane meld. You'd hear about a few remnants, but nothing significant. Not like this. And he said they had a new weapon. What the tusk is a Soul Reaper anyway? That's in Windhelm, the stone building, right by the southern stables. How about you find this Magister? Find out what business she has with Mazama, and if she's seen Merric, I'll collect Weemy and wait for you outside the inn. I never expected the enemy to be the worm cult. Thought they were finished after we stopped the plane meld. Obviously, Merric has a plan to crush them. Let's get to Windhelm and the Cold Moon Inn and see what this Magister can tell us. I thought so, pal. They were leaderless after you and the companions beat that evil bastard Marco. When our little trip to Cold Harbor stopped Molag Bal's plane meld, the worm cult should have died. I guess we forced them underground, but didn't squish them hard enough. Let's catch up with Merric so we can do just that. Look for me outside after you talk to the Magister. I have a few more thoughts I want to share with this worm. Yeah! Merric came this way. You can tell by all the dead bodies. But that armor, it can't be them, can it? Yeah. 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 Yeah.
What is it?
You should rest, Magister Andrello. That incident has you all out of sorts. If you're here to speak to Magister Andrello, please state your business and go. She's still recovering from that terrible incident.
You're not the usual serving wench. Where's the tonic I requested? I need something to settle my nerves. Oh, what else can befall me today? One more interruption and I'll never make it to Shornhelm on time. I have no idea who that might be. One moment I was about to board a coach to Shornhelm when a strange woman stopped me and looked deeply into my eyes. The next I was waking up here, feeling awful and very much put out. That was the second interruption. Merric spouted nonsense about the worm cult, even as my apprentice spouted nonsense about seeing me board the coach to Shornhelm while he was carrying me here. Merric ran off, chasing after the coach, I presume. Apprentice, arrange another coach. We must be off after I finish my tonic. Where is that damn serving wench? A mage of my standing can't miss the meeting at the Mages Guild Hall. It would be unseemly. Forget I said that. There is no meeting. She stepped out of the shadows and blocked my path as I walked to the coach. I remember her unsettling eyes as she stared at me. After that, I awoke in here. If she used some spell to take my form, she must be a powerful mage indeed.
Did you find the Magister, pal? I think I demonstrated a lot of restraint, waiting out here and not going inside for an ale or two. Any luck finding Magister Andrello? That's a strange story. And the woman, it could have been Mazama. Did the Magister say anything about Guildmaster Merric? Wait, Merric's notes mentioned that the enemy was interested in Rivenspire. Shornhelm's in Rivenspire. What could the worm cult be after in that part of the world? And Razawir the cultist told us the worm cult wants revenge on the Mages Guild as well as the Fighters Guild. This is bad. Let's get to the Shornhelm Mages Guild and try to catch up with Merric. If you need quick transport to Shornhelm's Mages Guild, take Weemy. I'm sure Prince Azah won't mind. And even if he did, he's not here to stop you. I'll send word to the little prince and meet you there. It's about time I punched something. What, do I look like a mind reader to you? If I had to guess, he got word of this latest plot and he's been following it non-stop. No time to call for help when the worm cult apparently has a new weapon and plans to take revenge against the guilds. And we need to go help him. Sure, Merric got the drop on a small camp of worm cultists, but they've already destroyed 4 of our guild halls. He's a great fighter, but whatever they have planned for Shornhelm might be too much even for him.
I forbid it, young lady. No daughter of mine is going to be courted by a Nord stable lord.
I appreciate the Fighters Guild coming to our aid, Prince Azah.
Comrade, Scordo, I came as soon as I received your message.
Gabriel! Azah! The worm cult is going to attack the Mages Guild!
They're already here. Merric arrived before you and the prince. He ran down to help.
The attack's begun and Merric ran down there? Damn! Tell Gabriel what we learned, but be quick about it!
I came as soon as Scordo's message reached me, but apparently Guildmaster Merric beat us all to the battle. Tell Gabriel what you learned, and then we can get below to help as best we can.
It's good to see you, friend. But we have a situation. Somehow assailants infiltrated a private meeting beneath the guild hall and caught some of our most influential mages unawares. Merric arrived and raced to help, but... Did Scordo say worm cult? How can that... We eradicated them, didn't we? A threat of this magnitude must be crushed swiftly. The mages and Merric can use our help. Can I count on you to join the fight? Thank you. Any amount of assistance is much appreciated. The door to the underground chambers is right over there. Be careful.
Go, comrade. We need to help the Guildmaster. Let's look for Guildmaster Merric, but be ready to take down any cultists you see.
Stay ready. Never know what else might be headed our way.
That fighter's guild warrior. He sliced through the attackers and ran farther in.
Just like at our guild halls, no obvious sign of forced entry, yet clear signs of battle. I appreciate the help, stranger.
Easy. Good. Of course you are.
The Mages Guild built all this under Shornhelm?
I saw another Red Guard from the Fighters
I wonder
Guild.
if the people
He
know
headed
what
toward the
lies
meeting
beneath
chamber.
there. We must find Guild...
You asked for it.
Did you feel that?
I can't believe
Hurry.
the worm cult
Those
has
doors
returned.
ahead. Look! Across the chasm! Guildmaster Merric! The worm cult has him! Let my mentor go! Foul creature!
Stop, mortal! The Soul Reaper is not yet stable!
Merric! No! That explosion! Stendar, preserve him! Merric was caught in the blast!
A dead mortal's appearance is no good to me. Come, we're done here.
As you wish, Mizama.
No! Merric can't be dead! We need to reach him!
Stendarr, please. Merric can't be dead. He just can't. By the gods! Merric! Merric's dead. By the swords of my forefathers, I will make the worm cult pay.
I came as quick as I... Oh no. Merric. The Magisters. What happened?
Merric destroyed the worm cult device. It exploded and killed him. Comrade, please. Search the area and gather Guildmaster Merric's weapons.
Such a disaster. So many great mages died down here. And now Merric. I should have gotten here sooner. Been here to help. Do as the prince asked and gather Merric's weapons. I'll take a look at what remains of that device.
Merric would polish that shield for hours. It was almost a ritual for him. That was his father's sword. Merric wielded it proudly. Merric, my friend and mentor, dead. It hardly seems possible. He was always so strong, so capable. Forgive me, but this is difficult. Please, gather Merric's weapons and see if anything that remains can tell us about the device that killed him. Found something. Let me see.
I'll teleport the remains of that horrid device upstairs for study. Someone found a magical talisman that will allow the Lion Guard to get into Angof's stronghold. So much death. And I can sense the residue of necrotic energy clinging to the remains of this vile contraption. Show that note you found to Prince Azah. Then you might want to go to the Fighters Guild Hall in Shornhelm to tell Skordo what happened.
What a loss. Merric was our leader. My mentor. Practically a father to me since I joined the Fighters Guild. Thank you for gathering his sword and shield. Strange, though, that a Daedra was leading these worm cultists. What was that note you found? Let me see. A worm cult nest on Rivenspire's northern coast? Stendarr blesses us with another foolish enemy, quick to put their plans to paper. First, however, we must go to the Fighters Guild Hall in Shornhelm. Tell Skordo what befell Merric.
Use the nearby doors to leave. When you assault the worm nest, the Mages Guild will join you. You have my word.
As the guilds first defeated the worm cult, so shall we do so again. But that device, a Daedra named Mazama called it a Soul Reaper.
Soul Reaper, We'll study it and determine its exact purpose.
Gabrielle, can you help me take care of Guildmaster Merric?
Of course, Prince Azah.
Go on to the Fighters Guild Hall here in Shornhelm. We need to let Skordo and the others know that Guildmaster Merric is dead. I'll meet you there after Gabrielle and I take care of things here. After that, though, we hunt worms.
Merric's arrival and your intervention saved the lives of many members of my guild. That's a debt we'll repay. Go on. Head to the Fighters Guild Hall here in Shornhelm. We'll take care of Merric's remains and the Soul Reaper and be in touch later. The Magisters were meeting to interpret the dark divinations of various guild mages. They asked me to attend because of my experience fighting Molag Bal during the Plane Meld. To be honest, I prefer digging up antiquities for the Antiquarian Circle. Not exactly to the Daedric Prince of Domination, but the omens certainly had the taint of Cold Harbor about them. We were hoping to determine more when the Worm Cult attacked. If not for Merric and my tardiness, I might be among the dead.
Prince Azah, the guild hall's on high alert. I was about to lead a contingent of fighters to the Mages Guild.
The battle's over, Scordo. Guildmaster Merric is dead.
What? Not Merric? Hey, pal, tell me what happened. That can't be right. What Prince Azah said. Merric can't be dead. Tell me this is some sort of bad joke, pal. Those Tuscan bastards! I came back here to rally the troops, but I should have gone down there with you! I could have saved Merric, damn it! This is bad. What's the guild gonna do without its guildmaster? And at a time like this? Oh, right, of course. Merric loved these. They were family heirlooms. He was proud to wield them in service to the greater good. He was always spouting nonsense like that. All right. Tell me that you and the prince have a plan to make someone pay.
Guildmaster Merric is really dead, Scordo. I don't know how we're going to stop the Worm Cult without him. Scordo's correct. This is bad. How are we going to stop Mizama and the Worm Cult without Guildmaster Merric to guide us? I hear your words, but my mind is a storm of emotions. Merric, my friend, my mentor, he died and I couldn't save him. I wasn't even at his side. I wasn't there to help him when he needed me the most. Stendarr, help me. I don't know what to do. You dare speak to a prince of the realm like that? Using harsh words to ignite the fires of anger and burn away the depression that was dampening my resolve. Well done. We may have lost Merric, but we're not done yet. Thank you for reminding me. Your words were like a raging fire in the forest, incinerating the despair that was strangling my soul. Before we take action, I want to commend you and reward you for your service, and ask that you stay to finish this with us. For Merric.
Your strong reproach made me realize that the world doesn't stop just because someone we respected and cared about is no longer with us. We know who the enemy is and where to find them. The time has come to take the battle to the Worm Cult.